Hi, for this video what I want to do is show you how to apply estimation techniques to a circle graph. So a lot of times in statistics or in math classes we deal with circle graphs and we need to be able to work with the data and we need to be able to calculate how many of something we might have based on the circle graph. So in this particular question we're dealing with a really large number. So in 2022, there were approximately 262,083,034 adults in the US, ages 18 and older. We're going to assume that this circle graph for Americans' definition of old age is valid for this age group. And what we are going to do is we are going to find the number of Americans 18 and older who defined old age by a decline in mental functioning. And then I'll also show you how to use rounding to find a reasonable estimation. I will tell you, if you want the most exact or the most precise answer, it's best to do the method that we do in A, where we leave the exact values. Anytime you round and then do math with those rounded values, you're going to end up with an approximate answer. And the more you round, the less precise your answer is going to be. So sometimes it's okay to have an estimated answer. Sometimes it's okay to have something that is different, but sometimes you need things to be very exact and precise. So if you're working in engineering and you are trying to make sure that the satellite reaches its destination, you don't want to round it all in your calculations because the slightest rounding error can throw off the trajectory quite a bit. So you will see in this one that there is a big difference when you do use rounding techniques. All right, so what we have over here is we are specifically looking for those who defined old age by a decline in mental functioning. So we can see that approximately 32% define it as a decline in mental functioning. So you would go to whatever category they're talking about. We have becoming a grandparent, retirement, reaching a specific age, people that don't know how to define it, a decline in physical ability. So you would find whichever one they are referencing. In this case, we're referencing a decline in mental functioning. And we have 32%. It's very important to convert your percent to a decimal. So I would do 32 divided by 100, which is 0.32. So you always want to convert it into a decimal when you're working with percentages. You don't want to leave it as 32. It will affect your answer quite a bit. Okay, so if we're doing the calculations exactly, we would just take the 262,083,034, and then we would just multiply this times 0.32. So you can use any calculator to find this answer. Because we are talking about humans, we do want to round to the nearest whole number. It does not make sense to use a decimal in this case because we're talking about people. So I would take the 262,083,034 and always check to make sure you typed it in correctly, especially when you're working with large numbers. Sometimes you can accidentally hit the wrong value. And then we're going to multiply that times 0.32 and we can see our answer is 83,866,570.88. And remember, like I said, we don't want to have a decimal in this because we're talking about people, so we would round this 0 up to 1 since 8 is greater than 5. Okay, so our answer for that one is approximately 83,866,571. So sometimes you don't have a calculator handy and you want to work with smaller numbers, or you just don't want to type all of this into the calculator. So what we can do is we can use rounding to find a reasonable estimate. So this is where you can come up with different answers depending upon what you round to. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to round to the nearest 10 million. Okay, so I'm going to round to this place right here. If I look at the 6, I would keep it as 260 million. And so I can write it out as 260 million instead of writing out the 260 with the 6 zeros behind it. It's easier just to truncate it down to say 260 million. Okay, and I rounded to the tens, not the hundreds. If I rounded to the hundreds, it would be 300 million because the 2 would go up. Okay. I'm also going to choose to round the 0.32 to the nearest tenth. So it would be 0.3. So again, the more you round, the less precise your answer is going to be. So there's going to be a significant difference in this. So if I take 260 times 0.3, and again, if you need to plug that into a calculator, you always can. I know calculators are with us everywhere. So if I do 260 times 0.3, just remember that our answer is going to be in millions. So this would be approximately 78 million. Okay, you can see that 78 million is quite a bit different than the 83,866,571 that we got previously. And that's where what I was talking about, the fact that sometimes when you're rounding, if you round too much, your calculations could be very off of what the exact value is. So it might be better to round to the nearest millions and leave it as 262 and leave it as 0.32. And so you'll see that if we instead had rounded to 262 and we didn't round our percent of 0.32, we get 83.84. So let me just write that down, that if we would have decided to round to the millions instead, and not round the percent, and we can see that we get approximately 83.84 million, and 83.84 million is much closer to the actual calculations that we did. So that is something that you really want to keep in mind when you are working with mathematics and you have to do any kind of estimation. The more you round, the less precise your answer is going to be. If you keep it closer to the original value, then your answer is going to be very similar to what you would have got by doing the exact value. Since 262 million is pretty close to the 262,083,000, it's much closer than the 260 million is. It does change your answer significantly. So when you are working with this, a lot of times online platforms will tell you what places to round to first, so make sure you pay attention to that. If they don't and you keep getting the wrong answer, you may have to just play with it a few times until you get exactly how they rounded it. That's the problem with estimating, is an estimation isn't going to be an exact value, and the more you round, the more difference that you will see in the results. As always, thanks for watching. If you have any questions, please let me know. If there are additional topics that you would like me to cover, please let me know that as well.